All right, thank you for this opportunity. I'm Delphine Sellers, co-founder and the current executive director of Urban Community Agronomics, better known as UCAN. What we've been doing since 2017 is reclaiming an old farmstead in northern Durham. This farmstead has been in existence since the 1700s and is part of the slave plantation that used to encompass about 30,000 acres of Durham County. As you know, back in those days, Durham County included Hillsborough, Orange County. So, but now it's about 5,000 acres connected to um, some other plantations such as Stagville. So what we're doing is, if you can think of reclaiming an old farm plantation that has buildings, fallen 100-year-old trees and everything, we are actually creating an infrastructure. Our goal is to give people access, those who are normally disenfranchised, did not have access, and that is access to open space, land, space, and learning opportunities to grow their own food and be self-determinant of their own destination and their own health and well-being. So during these 3 years, we're at the point now that we have lots of classes, lots of students, 47 raised bed gardens, and a lot of people still don't know that we're back up in the woods. When they go back there, it's like entering an oasis. So what we're looking for volunteers to help us do is now to create and build our gateway, which is our frontage. So we've already have a design for it, and we definitely need some help just to get it going and make it beautiful, and now everyone would know. We're at this point because we finally have electricity to let you know when I say building that in infrastructure. We actually had to get our own electricity, dig our own wells for water, clear the trees off, build the fences, you name it. The other thing that we need help with is we are a small nonprofit, as all of us are, but minority organization. When I say minority, I'm talking in terms of race and gender. So we're primarily Black females. So we're trying to do all things for all people, and we have one part-time paid employee, and I like to tell people it is not me who is the executive director. So we're dependent a lot on volunteers. So we know that our ability to engage using technology, using all the MailChimp, even using the form that Duke Civic provides to us, we need help in accessing those things. So we need that as well. Recently, we received, because there is one old building on this property that was an old mill house that we want to refurbish into a center. So recently, we've received $75,000 through anonymous donations for $180,000 transformation of this site into a demonstration kitchen, meeting room, and upstairs base place for youth to learn mentoring. I would not to learn mentoring, to be mentored, to do research on the indigenous enslaved people of this property. So we need technical assistance. We need technical assistance for such simple things, and I'd be the first one to admit, such as creating listservs for the various groups that we have and contacts that we have. Then the next major one we have is because of this money that we've received, and we're still, and tech will help us with fundraising as well, but I won't go there at this point. But the other thing is we are actually now, the mill house has been our primary storage where we have all our machines, all of our, lawnmowers, our tools. We need to clean it out. So we are purchasing a storage container. So we could definitely use some help in removing everything out of this building and organizing into a newly purchased storage container so that we can hopefully start with the renovation in December, if not before. We have 1 year and year and a half to complete this renovation. And right now in December, that leaves us 1 year. So those are just some things. We have a garden, so we can always use people to help us with the garden. We have chickens, we have beehives. We need help in planting our small orchard and planting our nut orchard, in addition to our fruit orchard. We have reused one of the buildings into what we call our generational house. So we need help with that. And it's an old corn crib. So we're trying to save everything on this property that we can and use everything that we have. And we can use all the help that, because we're dependent on volunteer help. so we can use all the help that you can provide to us, be it one time or long term, to make this even more of an asset to the community, to people who have previously been just disenfranchised and marginalized. So our goal is access and to create a roadmap where people can be responsible more so for their own well-being, their own health, their own growth, and their own ability to be resilient. So I talk fast, but I could say a whole lot. I didn't want to take up too much time, but there's so much going on with us that, oh gosh, you can walk out there and meet a need and not even know what you're coming for. So